Hello my good friends and welcome to episode 53 of One Credit Classics. This week we dive back onto the greatest console ever created to play a shoot 'em up that was missed by many but obsessively loved by those who got a chance to play it. It's Super Released, developed by Compile, presented by Toho. Super Released was marketed as Space Megaforce in America and it came out in 1992, part of Compile's Aleste series which started back in 1988 on the Sega Master System. Other release games came out on the Mega Drive, Game Gear and Mega CD. In the year 2048, a large mechanical sphere falls from space and starts attacking major cities of Earth. After a while, it hovers over the jungles of South America and draws lines in the ground to focus power. The sphere draws all attacks from Earth's forces, and they do the only thing left: construct a Super Release fighter and send it to destroy the sphere and rescue the planet. There are 8 different weapons that you use that power up, as well as smart bombs and all kinds of other cool gameplay devices that add a lot to this title. It's much more than just a simple shoot 'em up in many ways. You've also got the option of a short game, which is perfect for a quick blast, but we'll be taking a look at the standard game. Now the options menu has a cool feature on it called Break Time, which allows you to rotate some huge sprites and show off the Mode 7, as well as a jukebox and numerous difficulty variants. It was my very good friend Mr. Martin trying to add this game, and it was round at his house in the early 90s where I first played it. I was hooked straight away by how different it looked to other shoot 'em ups, and blown away by the high speed, the sprite scaling, and the voice sampling as well. Before we get cracking with this clear, I'd like to give a quick shout out to the lovely folks over at Cane and Rinse. I had the chance to chat with them recently for a very cool interview. There's a link in the description box, and they're definitely worth checking out if you love this kind of thing. Check out caneandrinse.com for all your gaming podcast needs. Anyhow, it was a matter of time before I played Super Released, and what better time than right now, my friends. Let's go save the world, shall we? Super Release 1 credit. Standard game. So a few things. You've got 8 basic weapon systems, right? And if you see on the top left hand side of the screen, you can see there's 3 squares. Those are speed. By pressing the select key I can go like super fast. I generally keep it on 1, which is kind of fairly straightforward. Underneath that you've got a thing that says 1 MPL and then it says level 1. So that's what weapon I've got, and there's 8 different weapons. What you've also got next to that is what level it's at. Now the weapons have got a maximum of 6 levels? Yeah, 6 levels. And it takes more of these little chips to get yourself up a level. Now what you find is that all the weapons have got a different kind of firing modes. So instead of just the kind of standard like multiple shot like this, that's a laser there. If I press the R trigger, I can switch between kind of firing patterns. Now what I might do is I want to get the multiple shot up to like a fairly good level. There we go. And then what I'll start doing, that's a smart bomb, is I'll use this level to show you kind of all the different weapon systems, because I'll use them on most levels. But yeah, we'll go from here. So circles, which is weapon 3, which is quite handy for this level really. It's kind of these 2 kind of orbiting satellites. The other weapon pattern is that I can stop the circle thing at any point. MDS is multi-direction shot. Now you can fire that as you might suggest in any direction. But oh god, it's not too good for you. But what you've got on multi-direction shot is if you hold the R trigger down. Nice. Now that is missiles. Oh no, I think I fudged that. So missiles is heat seeking. The other one is just a straight firing shot like that. Heat seeking missiles are very useful later on, and they're not too bad for this stage either actually, because there is quite a lot of targets. We've got number 6 is power shot. Now this is fairly straightforward. You've got 2 methods of firing. One, which is a kind of a charge shot like that, and if you have the other button, what you find is the fact that you don't get bullets out the front, so you're more vulnerable, but your charge shot charges up quicker. And I've collected a multi-direction shot again here. Go on, I'll get Sprite. That's just a series of these kind of smaller ships that I can collect. The problem with these things is that they take damage as it happens. But now I'm up to level 6, so this is maximum power. So spread is quite good, and then finishing off with scatter shot. Now scatter shot's awesome, especially at level 6. As you can see, when it hits the target, it sends like bullets off in 8 directions. It fires super fast, and the other kind of shot of it is you can give it like aftertouch, so to speak. If you played your old football games, you can kind of bounce it around corners and stuff like that. But I'll go with a multiple shot. I'll stay with that for a little bit. Although I might get a laser if that turns up, because that's pretty handy on this bit, I remember. I'll leave myself. There'll be a lot of points where There we go. So the ones with lasers is you've got these like screen streaking ones, and the other one is like a heat-seeking laser that's super good. So I'm at level 6 now. If I get hit, what'll happen is I'll go down to level 2. If I get hit again, I'll go down to level 0. And if I get hit again, then I'll die, basically. So powering up acts as like a bit of a shield, almost. Bottom right-hand corner, you can see I have got 3 lives. God, that was close. I've got 3 lives, 4 lives now, and one of those lives is yellow. That basically means if I get hit and I die, to the point where I die, I'll come back on. I'm getting more direction. I'll come back on in the place where I was. Which is handy, because otherwise, obviously, you just go back to the kind of, if you're at a checkpoint of a level, otherwise. There's different ways of getting those, more of those kind of, because what you really want to do is stockpile kind of bombs and stockpile bombs early on in the yellow ships, because you will need them later on, because you'll inevitably die on this. It's so hard. And this is just on standard as well. I mean, you play it on any of the harder difficulty settings. Interestingly enough, there's kind of 2 different types of difficulty settings from what I can gather. There's kind of the chain that leads towards hyper, which is where everything's faster, and there's the chain that leads towards tricky, and I think the top level of that is called wild. And on wild, I think when you blow stuff up, it spits bullets, basically. So there's just, at any point, there's just a constant stream of bullets on the screen, you see. So you do a multi-direction shot there. I'll lock that one in. I want to keep hold of this, I think. Multi-direction shot's really powerful as well at a high level. It's that thing you see that, like, it goes whichever direction I go, but if I hold the R trigger down, I can lock it in one shot, so I can move one direction, lock it in, and then move around kind of freely, which is good. Right, now this thing here, randomly, if you go into that, you get a level up if you're not, like a weapon power level up. Now, if I remember it right here, there should be. Nice, now that gives me a level power up, but I'm, oh, where did I get circles from? A level power up, but I'm already on maximum, but it also gives me a bomb and a yellow ship. If you shoot those blue smiley face enough, it becomes a red smiley face, and you get like a untold wealth for one of those, but it's dead hard to do, right? Might stick with circles for a bit. Circles not too bad here as it happens. But you can see what I can do with circles is with the R button, I can hold the thingy in place, and they're like a projected beam weapon, like the laser is on the overhead levels of Contra. Nice. The other good thing with circles is you can kind of get kind of ahead a little bit in terms of you can take stuff out from behind walls, which comes in quite handy later on. And obviously it's handy for this bit because there's a load of bullets coming at you. But if you hug this side of the screen and hold the there's a bomb as well, a couple of bombs. Now, if I remember rightly, this is near the end of the level. End of the Nazca rainforest. The boss Zalba saying welcome to the underworld quite randomly. Right, now multiple shots the key to beating this boss. And this pattern. So what I need to do is make sure I don't get hit by anything. Happy with that. Now this one should help us take out all the bullets that are all the stray bullets you see. And that's Zalba done. Now that thing's a smart bomb, shame really, because everything's dead, but I'll leave circles, we don't quite need that yet. I mean, how Super Nintendo is that really? Everything about it. It's just perfect. Oh, this music though. onto the battle platform, this one, with the boss, Lono. Mode 7, crazy. You can see it there at the bottom, rotating away. They're made up. They got a chance to work with this hardware, you can tell. Right, now, there's some enemies that come on in a bit that have got like a front-facing shield, so what I could really do with is, I think the multi-direction shot goes through the shield. I know lasers does, though. So I could do with a laser if there's one around. Multiple shot, as you might imagine, though. Like, it's your starting weapon, but it's, these things, you see. Oh, missiles won't do one. They will, but lasers, really. Right, do you know what? I might as well just leave these. Although laser is dead useful here. Got to make sure. To be fair, you might as well use those ones because there's more bullets on screen at that point. One of the things you notice on this is you've got to be really careful about weapon selection. It makes a big difference later on. The first level's fairly straightforward, and I've given you like quite a cool like tour of all the weapons, really. But later on, like with R-Type, really, like weapon selection just becomes key to progressing through the levels. Like I say, there's only certain weapons that will go through the shields that these guys have got. Like circles becomes a really good one later on as well. There's certain levels where it's really handy if you've got that. Scattershot's nearly always good. It's like quite versatile, really. But later on, there's a level that's like a crumbling space armada type level, and whenever you hit the walls, like it creates more debris that can kill you. And as you might imagine, that is an absolute nightmare to try and do. I might struggle here. Let's have a look. No, I'm alright. Stick with laser. Power shot's good. I always rated it, but then it just leaves you so vulnerable, especially on levels like this where there's a lot of moving targets. Like a lot of things happening. Oh god. Because like, if you spend too much without bullets on screen, it's just dead easy to get hit. The other thing as well is, like I say, you can focus loads on not dying and end up collecting a different weapon, which is a bit of a nightmare, as you might imagine. But as long as you're at level 6, like, all the weapons are pretty good at level 6, so I mean, a lot of the time you can kind of keep yourself afloat, so to speak. It's when you get hit that everything changes, and you'll see that, because it will happen. Because this game gets hard in a hurry, to be honest with you. This ain't easy. Jesus. Oh god, that was close. Never mind, I missed that bomb. Still, I've got quite a few, Anna. So I've got a backward shooting laser with this, which is handy, especially if you've got the if you do the heat-seeking ones. SNES, like synth funk, incredibly strong on this one. Right. Onwards. Yeah, I'll stick with that one with these. Just because, like I say, it's more bullets on screen, it's just easier, innit? Just minimise the chance of dying at that point. See, those things are tough though when they hit the floor. Those rockets, because they just shower bullets everywhere. And there's certain things like circles will take bullets out, but see, it's so clever, like the way, like you've got so many different kind of sub weapons and how they all interact with each other. Oh, tits! I didn't need that. Right, so I'm down to level 2. I better wait for this to scroll to laser, shoot it. See, I'm back up to level 4. So what you find is when you die, it doesn't take as many of them to get you back up to kind of where you were-ish, which is, well, generous, to be honest with you. It's good, though, because you get to see, like, quite a wide variety. I mean, I'll probably get another. I know the boss is soonish, I think. but there'll be a chance I get a... Oh god, I might struggle here. I'll go with this one just because it'll give me more bullets on screen. Now the green one's a guaranteed level up. Nice, back up to full. Oh god. So that's what can happen. And I'm not going to say that's what will happen. It'll happen probably quite another few times because later on this game gets ridiculously difficult. But yeah, that's the whole fun of it, isn't it? Right now, boss time. Shall we? Yeah, sod it. Alright, I'll try and do it without any bombs. Because the thing to do, really, is just drop a smart bomb there and then the whole thing just gets taken out. Because it's these things that last the most. Ah, tits, I didn't need that. Come on. Nice. See, this is going to take so much longer than it would normally. Just because I've got like a way less powerful gun now. There you go, one down. Nice. Ah, that's the other one. This might level me up as well. Yeah, level 4. That's not too bad. Lono, that boss was. Who says, give me a break, will you? Quite randomly. I love the speech on this. It makes the game so cool. Another cool thing this game does is it juxtaposes kind of longer levels like that with smaller levels like this. Now this is the Outpost A, and it's a real small level. And if you play the short game, all the levels are kind of this level, and it kind of, I'd say, breaks it up. Not like it's not fun, but like it's, I don't know, it's a nice bit of variety, I think. Right. Back up to full. I can't remember which, off the top of my head, which weapon works well here. I know circles does. I might get that actually, because I know the boss on this fires quite a lot of bullets. Yeah, I might have a look at getting circles next. Ah, perfect. Oh, come on. Or not. I might just bob around and try and stay alive, really. Right. Nice. See, circles quite useful there. I'll probably use circles the next couple levels as well, being realistic, because they're dead useful for... Oh shit. Dead useful for the next level and the level after. From... Oh, come on! That was, I forgot he fires bullets if he hits the wall. Jesus. Oh, frig's sake. The next level, Nebula's dead hard. That boss was called Sentry, incidentally. Christ. Right. I better try and get some power-ups early doors or I'm really going to struggle here. Look at that background. Right, to start. Yeah, there you go, we're fine. Come on. Now these, you've got to give them quite a bit of stick to get them to blow up. And this is the central feature of this level. These kind of crafts that fly in and just leave these trails. It's rather like level 4 on, coincidentally, like level 4 on R-Type. Sod it, bomb. Nice. But this should help a little bit. Yeah, bomb. Nice. Oh, I could really do with that. Don't want to get greedy, though. Nice. Right. The problem here is just, as you might imagine, is getting it. If you get it, you're absolutely ruined. Like I say, as you get more familiar with it and you've got better weapons, the key for them is just taking them out as quick as possible. Because if you let them all in, then obviously you've just got a screen full of that stuff, and if you hit that stuff at any point, you obviously it counts as a hit. Like, if I stay here, I should be safe here. All the circles should take out all the craft that come in my range, really. Come on. Nice, happy with that. Tits. Right. Spare bomb as well. See, it's stuff like that that can legitimately end you up in a load of trouble. Like moving too fast to avoid... Because there's bullets that your circles will take, and then there's bullets that they legitimately won't. Oh, tits. Right. Oh, come on. That was fucking miles off. Right, I don't level 1 power shot trying to get through it. I could quite easily die here. Right. Bomb to try and clear a bit of... Oh, beautiful. Come on. See if you can get to level 2. You've always got that. And that'll be 3 as well. See? That's the funny thing with this game as well. It's kind of... You're going to get it. Do you know what I mean? It's part of it. But it's that thing of when you're like, no, it's alright, I've got this. And then you get a few power-ups and like... You have that split second of like dejection, and then all of a sudden you're like, no, back in this. Like, oh, tits. I might struggle here though. Well, it's fair. I did get a spare bomb just so. Right. Come on. Hey up. Should be alright here for... Don't want any of them. Don't want multiple shot either. Bollocks. So yeah, no, it's just a risk, isn't it? This weapon combo really works. I get the feeling it's trying to tell me to have multiple shots. Give me like 4 and it just... Oh, for David Brent when he turns up for that blind date. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, level 2 though. Jesus Christ. Dipping a lot of smart bombs here. The problem with circles is lower level. It's absolutely garbage. Yeah, I'm going to have to... What am I on? 8? I've still got 8. 7. Come on. It's just weird on these games. You do almost feel bad for using smart bombs. It's like, that's what they're there for. It's like, oh, Jesus. It's like elixirs in roleplay games, do you know what I mean? You just collect them until the end of the game, and then you get to the last boss fight, and you're like, oh, I've got 200 elixirs, mint. Can you use any of them? Nah, keep them. Go. I think that's boss time now. Janelle, I think his name is. I mean, imagine how hard this is if you haven't got a good weapon. Beautiful. I'll be honest with you, we used a lot of bombs there, but I'm happy how that played out. Oh, sorted. That's level 4 done. As you can see, a significant ramp in difficulty. And thus is the form for the rest of the game, really. It just gets progressively harder. This is hard, if I'm being honest with you. This is one of the hardest levels in the game, realistically. We'll use the remainder of our bombs here, probably, and try and scrape a few more together. It's so easy to die on here. It's one of those ones where, obviously, like, there's loads of hazards you can die from. Now, those things are probably one of the only things in the game you can touch and not die. What they do is clear rock out. But the problem is, especially with having circles, which is the best weapon for this bit, ironically, is the fact that you can accidentally kill them by mistake. And if you accidentally kill them, you can get kind of locked in place. Look at that background, though. Right, let's have a look. Nice. See, like, I don't want to kill that one there, but I keep accidentally hitting it. Like, sorted, right. See, that'll become a smart button now, so hopefully when there's a few more, that'll come back up the screen now, so when there's a few more, see, you just never mean it. There we see, it does blow up them. God, it's a good job I found that out, isn't it, really? Like I say, circle's good and bad for this level. Stay in one spot, you should be fine. Oh, tits. I mean, power shot's a good weapon and all, but not for this, it isn't. See, full power, it should... Ah, it's the circles there. Sick.
Right. Third.
Come on. Music's so cool on this. I mean, it's something I go on about a lot with all these games, really. But yeah, it's just super eclectic. Super SNES, though, isn't it, really? It's that. It's a very SNES soundtrack. It's got those kind of, like, kind of synthy kind of horns and stuff. It's just a cool sounding piece of music. Right, I'm going to bomb that there. It's on the off chance. Right. Come on. Ah. Another circles. Yeah, it's not too bad. Shit. I think I'm dead here. Yeah, I am. I can't get out of here. Oh, for frick. Oh, no, I can. Can you imagine if you blew that up? You'd be Devo, don't you? God, this is an emotional roller coaster of a clear this. It's only just getting started as well. Like, it gets so much worse than this. Like I say, you see what I mean by circles. You can kind of lead stuff on a little bit. Oh, fuck. Oh! Yeah, bomb overload here. Yeah, just got the 4 left now. This is the boss as well, isn't it? Of course it is. Fuck's sake. Yeah. Jesus. 2 smart bombs left. Just inevitably just burned so many on this though. Can I get... Will heat-seeking laser work? Let's find out. No. Well, sort of. Jesus. Let's go. Is this the bit with the... This is the bit with the diggers, isn't it? Yeah. Right, we're alright. I don't think I can get to that though, can I? Oh well. Nice. I haven't got a backwards laser at this point. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's that thing as well, I suppose. Like, you spend ages, like, once you're dead, building yourself back up, and you're like, no, I'm alright here. No, I'm not. Like... But that's classic 16-bit gaming, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? That's why winners never quit and quitters never win. It's that thing that I'm trying not to get too many shots on the digger things. I can make that. Tits. Come on. Have I got 8? Yeah. Sod it. Bomb. Right. Not ideal, but... I think a scatter shot. Yeah, a scatter shot's alright for this boss, if I remember rightly. And I might get another power-up before the boss even turns up at this rate. Oh, it didn't power me up, though. Right, here he is. Nah, dork. Yeah, this is quite handy for this, I remember rightly, because it just fires loads of stuff at you. Level 5 swish, right, come on. There you go. Sit down. Oh, God almighty. Tough old level, that. Left us with no bombs whatsoever. And onwards to a shorter level now. It's like we've had that thing of 2 long levels, then a short level. Same thing. We go to Outpost B with the boss, Bomber. Yet another kind of coolly designed level. They all are really though on this. I do like that pink kind of like nebula thing at the bottom. Just looks pretty cool. Let's have a look. This seems quite good for this actually. It seems to be going through all the bullets. That's the boss. Yeah, I think we'll be alright with this. It's good for clearing a path as well. Scatter shot is on this. Can't be too long for I get. He's gonna go soon. Can't be too long for I get another weapon power up. Yeah, 6. Yeah, it's that thing that you can bounce it around the screen. It's quite cool because you can clear like quite a wide area really. Right. Keep going. Keep going. Foot just cracked for some reason. I didn't even move it. Video gaming injuries. Right, so, yeah, I might as well keep this for him. Because literally, like, anything that he fires is going to get taken out by these anyhow, so...
Scattered.
Sorted! And that is halfway through. Now, the levels that we get now are really hard, to be honest with you. Caves and Nebula are pretty hard. This next one, Asteroid Field, I love the music on this one, by the way. And the boss, Rhubar. Yeah, so the Asteroid Field, a tough one. What you need is missiles for this one. Because there's loads of things to kill, right? And they're all, later on, they're all hid behind kind of walls, basically. So, what happens... Oh, there we go. Yeah, so what happens is, yeah, they're all hid behind walls. So, missiles can kind of go over the walls. We'll have that. Bloody hell. This is so cool. I remember this at the time. Like, just like how it speeds up and how cool, like, the multiple layers of the background look. Such a good looking game. It shows off, like, so much of the hardware that they had to work with. But like I've said this before on this series and other shows that we've done, I mean, whenever you see a game that was born in the 8-bit and leapt up to the 16, like the programmers wanted to just squeeze every last ounce of, do you know what I mean, like new technology out of a conversion. They didn't want it being just the same game with slightly better graphics, do you know what I mean? They wanted it all singing, all dancing, and that's really what Super Released is if you play it compared to any of the original ones. Like, it's all the ideas you can tell they had for ages and went, yeah, we can do these. Do you know what I mean? All of them. Jesus. Not too bad there. Right. I want missiles, really. Hey up. There it is. Just get after this slows down because I want to say this. Sod it. Now, it's not as good as Scattershot is for this bit, but in the next bit that we come to, which is the slowed down bit, which happens soon, well worth it. Stay at this. Yeah, stick your blast processing. I stand by the fact that it's the best console. I really do. Do you know what I mean? Look at that. If you're playing a spaceship game as a kid, that's what you want to do. You want to be hurtling through space, hurtling through an asteroid field. Do you know what I mean? Trying not to die. Oh God! Right. Now what? Oh yeah. It's the bit with all the turrets and stuff. Is it? I could have sworn that was soon. See, that little one's green. Yeah, so it's going to be a different. So, like, the normal enemies that you get that drop the power-ups, that you'll get, like, those ones have got a yellow tip. If they've got a green tip, they're going to drop something special. I need to blow this up, really, because I don't want any other weapons. There you go. Now, this is smart bomb, you see, or enemy eraser, as it says on the menu. Like this, you see. So you see the way there's all those like blocks that they're kind of fenced behind there. Well, the missiles kind of can hit them through that, which just makes them the best weapon for this, because you can just stay at the back of the screen largely, collect a few bombs. Even the big powerful weapons like multi-direction shot and stuff like that don't quite pull it off. Missiles is just perfect for this. There you go. The speech voices when you collect. Another thing interesting, like a bit of trivia, is on the PAL version. And I only know this because obviously, as I know everything to do with this game, is the fact that we talk all the time about the fact that you take for granted you could have 200 games now. Well, back in the day, like in the 90s, if you had one game, generally that game was there for like 3 months or 4 months. Do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't as simple as it is now, where you've got like disposable income and you can just buy games when you want them. You've got to kind of find the cash for them. And my good friend Mr. Martin Tran, who's introduced me to this game and who had this game first, like in the early 90s, had this game and Street Fighter 2 for the best part of like 6 months, I think, because he had them for a Christmas. So you got no choice but to just get amazing at these games. And he noticed that on the the jukebox on the option screen, you can play all the voices, obviously, which is cool. But there's a soundtrack or a voice sample for a weapon that doesn't appear in the game, and we always speculated what it was and what it was called. Endy shot. You'd go through them all and you'd just be like multiple shot, laser, and you get to the scatter shot and be like scatter shot, and then you'd expect the next one to be a background music and it'd be like Endy shot, and you're like, hang on. Nobody ever knew what that was. I don't know if it was a something to do with one of the different regional versions. I don't know if it was a weapon that they wrote the sample for, then took out. Who knows? I don't know. And I haven't been able to find out anyone who does know. You just like to think they were probably just messing with you as well, to be honest with you. Like, as games developers did back then. Pre-internet. Right then. Jesus. You can see what I mean about missiles being handy here, though. Doing this with another weapon's an absolute nightmare. Even something like circles, because you've got to move up the screen. With missiles, you can just sit at the back, and you've got more time to see the bullets coming. Oh, tits. Bomb. That's been handy.
Missile.
This level 7 of 12. Here he is, Rhubarb. Look at this mode 7 goodness. Oh, what a brave guy you are. Right, let's get to the back. There's one bit of this that's hard. And it's this one. Oh, that pattern's tough. I'll just take a scatter shot from here, I reckon. I'll just swap it out when I get to the next one. I need a different weapon. Perfect. Classic Road, the Mode 7 monster. SNES was all about it, wasn't it? Nice. Come on. If it does, no, see that one's fine. It's the one where, like I say, it fires out all the stream of bullets. Not that one. That can be tricky. I want to say it's this one. No, it's not. Right, this should take it. There you go, and then inevitably the middle bit. Where it goes mode 7. I mean, it's mode 7 heaven, isn't it? So it's 1911. Nice. Whew. And that was Rhubarb on the asteroid field. I want to see Power Shot's a good weapon for this. Am I going to collect it by mistake? Let's find out. No, I just missed it. I don't want Scatter Shot though. I don't want Multiple Shot either. This music's cool as well. The Decimated Fleet. As you can see, yeah, difficult.
Power shot.
Yeah, I can't get on board a Power Shot somehow. Do you know what?
Right.
I might try spread. Oh god, I forgot. You can kill these, but you need a load of firepower to do it. Bomb. Tits. Yeah, I need something better than this. Surely multiple shots too dangerous. Let's find out. I mean, it's going to cause loads of spawns, but it's going to surely take them out as well. Sod it. Let's find out. Ah, tits, I didn't mean to get that. Yeah, I see circles. The circle's going to be terrible for this. We're doing alright so far, touch wood. Laugh if that was it now. Yeah, blow your whistle, ref. It's fine. I don't know how that didn't get me. I think it's when the laser's a certain colour. I've been hit plenty of times before anybody starts screaming tool assisted. I'm not World of Long Plays. Do you know what I mean? If you don't, just look it up. Everybody going on at World of Long Plays. Oh, this stuff's really good. Yeah, I checked out a long play theirs the other day. Tool assisted. Unbelievable. The late great Psycheo Mog, do you know what I mean? Who did all those amazing long plays. All those were massively legit. Yeah, tool assisted though. What's the matter with you? You might as well not bother. What are you doing it for at that? Oh shit! What are you doing it for at that point? I can't remember which way it is. Oh frig! Let's say left. I didn't mean to do that either. Probably gonna need them bombs. God, which way is it here? No, it's good. Hey up. See why this is so... Jesus. Yeah, I was going to get minced there. I've got no more smart bombs now. No idea which way I'm supposed to go. Jesus, this is getting frantic. Come on. Turn into a smart bomb that I can use at some kind of handy point. Don't need this. Or that. God, I panic with these smart bombs, I swear. Can't be left again, can it? Come on. Homing lasers are handy on this bit. It must be the colour. It must be when they go green. Come on. Is that the... Oh, it's the boss, isn't it? Nant, his name is. I'm getting the word. Nant. He'll start moving around the screen like that. Bollocks. Still doable. Yeah, I didn't think that was doable there. That's a shame. Still. What's going to happen now? Absolutely just rock him with smart bombs. Still alive. Come on. He's fairly tough at that point. Oh, never mind. Oh, I thought that might have been a no death then. But the last level's really hard as well, but still. He was using all them smart bombs and not knowing the way through, really, but... Right, onwards to the final of the... Oh, no, there's one more short level after this. Outpost. What did I use? I used a thingy, didn't I, for this last one? Scatter shot. See if we can get another one of them, because that was really good. You do get... See, that's the good thing, though, with building the lives up. You see, you kind of... especially building up the gold lives, so you can continue straight away, because literally I just came back on and then absolutely just bombed him to pieces. Yeah, if it's a scatter shot, we'll get that. Well, this doesn't look to be too bad, does it? See, I think power shot in theory should be good, but it just really isn't. Like, I'm not... There you go, let's get a scatter shot. Come on. Mode 7 craziness. There we go. Yeah, you see, he should disappear up to the top now. And then we should just carry on. I think he comes... There he is. Come on. I mean, that's bollocks, isn't it? Stick with these, I reckon. Come on. There you go. This'll be it. Yeah, sorted. Yeah, go on. Lasers, for me, one of the most consistent weapons in the whole thing, really. Level 10. The Alien Rainforest. Looks very similar to the first level, but just after the bombs drop, basically. It's like regular viewers of the show will, if you're playing the One Credit Classics drinking game, this is the part where I make a Threads reference. Yeah, it's like Sheffield after they drop the bomb in Threads. Yeah, if I remember rightly, lasers are quite good for this. And circles are. But you can see a lot of things returning, a lot of motifs returning from the first level. Sucks not having any bombs though. Oh, right on cue. I'm gonna take circles here because I know this bit. You have to decide. No, I'm not getting that. As much as I'd kill for a bomb right now. It's too dangerous. For fuck's sake. Just that thing you just find there's just residual bullets just hanging around on the screen. It's so easy to die on this. Come on. Ugh, God, I can't even remember this bit. How haven't I gone up a level now? This one. No? Am I locked on level 3 or something? There you go. Better. It'll take forever to get a level 5 though at this rate. Unless I get a green one or another circles. Yes, so basically the way it should work is you get to get a certain number of chips to get you up a level. But there's a few things that kind of can speed you up a level a bit quicker. If I had power shot and I collected that 6, it would take me up a level. If I collected one of the green ones when it was on the weapon that I had, see this circles now, that'll take me up to 6 because I was on 5. So I mean, there's quite a few different ways of powering up. Those yellow chips, like, you need more of them. I wouldn't call them chips, but I read the instruction manual and they were called chips. I don't know what, they look more like orbs, really. But yeah, like, if you collect them, you obviously need an increasing number to get up to the higher levels. There we go. And it makes bits like this a lot less kind of fractious. Oh, let's get that. That's the danger here. You got to stick to the front of the screen, so it pays to have a weapon like circles here that's got a lot of like clearing potential, and also can clear kind of bits of the neighbouring kind of chambers, so to speak. See, I could have done with that bomb, really. Still. Sod it. Now we ain't getting back for that. Hey. Right, onwards. One of the longer levels in the game, this. And like I say, it's a revisiting of like the first level, really. It's supposed to show kind of how far you've come, really. This is actually called Alien Rainforest, this level, whereas the first one's the Nazca Rainforest. But like I say, a lot of the things are very similar. But it's just cool that you're flying, do you know what I mean, around like oh, God, yeah, that was a risk. You're just flying around this, like I say, this big space station, trying to take all these guns out. But that's like an ongoing motif in this, is like big, like, space kind of installments, so to speak. What's through there? Just a power up, nothing spectacular. You never know with them, there might be like a bomb or... Oh! That was so friggin' cheap. Right, I'm going to bomb that to try and create a bit of space. Now. Let's let that go to a 3. Come on. What a fucking load of shit that is. Still, we'll stick here for a little bit. Even circles at this level's pretty decent. Come on. Now what? That'd have been such a touch if it popped me to 6 on that. Never mind. Zalba once again. Sounds a bit sassy. Saying, fancy meeting you here. Oh god, I'm going to struggle here. Yeah, I'll start breaking some bombs out pretty soon. Tits. I'm out of bombs. Yeah, I'm really going to struggle here. Tits. Right, Jesus Christ, it's going to be teeth there, wasn't it? Jesus wept. I'll stick with circles here. And that is Alien Rainforest. Done. God almighty. Feels like I've been sitting here for ages. Area 10 clear. 2 more left. And area 11 isn't really that long. It's called High Velocity Tunnel. There's not actually too much in the way of enemies. It's basically an opportunity, as you might imagine, for you to get yourself a bit more powerful.
Laser. Power shot.
Oh shit, I didn't need that.
Scattering shot.
Scatter shot I can deal with, that's decent. Handy. Like I say, by its very nature, there's a lot of situations that scatter shot's pretty useful in. This music though. And yeah, like I say, there isn't a Jesus. There isn't a boss on this. So as well just to try and clear the screens as quick as possible. Oh, fuck off. I don't want any bombs either, have it. Yeah, I'm going to struggle here. Go on. Here he is. Come on. I mean, that was legit, wasn't it? Ah, tits, that wasn't.
Laser. Laser.
Come on, give me level 2. Means I won't die if I get it now. I mean, this. See, it's so strangely compelling. Like when you get hit in your head, you're like, "No, I'm done," and then you collect 1 or 2 more power-ups. You're like, "No, hang on, comeback's on." No, it's not. Yes, it is. Sort of. No, it isn't. Like those friggin' things. Ah, thought as much. Problem is, you've got to make the most of. You don't know. I haven't got too many of those thingy ships, gold ships, like, so I can't really afford to keep dying. Because going back to the start, as you might imagine, is an absolute nightmare. Now, the organic lair. Jesus Christ.
Laser.
Need to power up quickly. Is what I need to do. Try not to get it. Everything very kind of organic, kind of biological looking. Ah, here you go. Once again. A revisit from the boss from the cave level. What's his name? Nardonk. God, that was close. As close as that. Might hit multiple shot here.
Multiple shot.
Nice. Did well there. Keep multiple shot. Jesus, or not. Right. But now I'm level. Just the key is just not getting it. Because there's another boss before the last boss. I might keep multiple shot for it though. This geezer again. Nonce. Makes me laugh every time. So, get this and then run. That's it. Fuck. I think I'm alright here, as long as I dodge these lasers. Not by much, mind, but still. I need lasers here. Jesus, I'm going to struggle. I think Sprat's going to help me somehow. Come on. Maybe scatter shot will work for you. Right, come on. We're alright. I love how 90s this looks. Here he is, Overlord. That is so 90s, isn't it? Come on. I'm ready for this. Kind of looks a bit like the boss on Super Contra, doesn't it? With like the rotating heads that come out. Oh, shit. Did that get... Oh, God, it didn't. Somehow didn't get me. Tits. It's not the right weapon for this. God, I'd take almost anything else. Frig. Yeah, I'm really going to struggle here. Level 0 power shot. I did well there. Oh, fuck's sake. Right. Just gonna have to try and clear the screen with bombs pretty much. Think I got him, think I got him, think I got him. Oh! Sit down! Jesus, that was messy, wasn't it? And that, my good friends, is one credit as advertised. I don't feel quite so bad for dying in that middle bit where I thought, am I on for a one life here? Nah, not at all. I didn't have the strongest high velocity tunnel though, to be honest, like the level beforehand. You need to go into that last level full power. Because it's just the fact that it's a kind of a mini boss rush in it. But yeah, Super Aleste, ladies and gentlemen. A cracking bit of nice shoot 'em up action. The replay value on this is really high because it became more about learning the weapons for the right situations. As you probably noticed, like that asteroid field, we flew through that without really getting hit because I had the right weapon for it. And I'm really confident in thinking and saying there's probably a right weapon for every level. Like an obvious right weapon, like a Mega Man style right weapon, you know, one that makes it like significantly easier. But yeah, oh, it's just such fun in it. It's just one of those games, it's just timeless. Like good games are, like shoot 'em ups like this are timeless because like you can't, I don't know, like you can't recreate stuff like this. Like it's of a time, but perfectly of a time. Everything about it is so beautifully nice. It's just absolutely incredible. It's one of those genres that, like, it's weird really, because if you said to me what are your favourite types of games, I don't know if I'd say spaceship shoot-em-ups really, but then I look at the stuff we've done on the channel. We've done this and Elemental Master and R-Type obviously, and I played Gradius the other day when I was on the plane to Japan, and like I've been playing that quite a lot, and like these games are just so playable. Nice. Mode normal indeed. So yeah, it goes up to there's like I say, there's tricky and wild, and then there's something else in hyper. So there's like 5 different difficulty settings. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Like I say, why wouldn't you be? It's a glorious way to spend an evening. And then it loops. Right then, what a colossal amount of video gaming that was. I'm going to get some kind of cold drink, 'cause it's red hot in here. And then probably have a cup of tea before I go to bed, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I'm going to get a drink and figure out what to do next, like I always do with these things. The Shining Force Marathon is well and truly underway. I believe we're on, when I recorded this, which was before episode 52 went live, we were on, God, I don't even know, 6 had just come out, so probably 9 or 10 will be out. But yeah, thanks to all of you good people for checking this out. Go play Super Aleste if you haven't, it's fantastic. And hit me up if you've got any other requests for games that you want to do. A special shout out to the lovely people over at Kane and Rinse. Check them out, kaneandrinse.com. Their video game podcasting is kind of the best I've ever heard, to be honest with you. And like, yeah, they kept me sane on a brutal flight schedule recently. It wasn't brutal, but like a long flight schedule, should I say, because I was just sitting down comfortable listening to video games, playing video games. It was pretty much what I'd be doing at home. It's just the fact that I couldn't walk around. But yeah, that's that. You take very good care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next episode of One Credit Classics. Take care.